Alright guys, welcome back. This is Cavern Zone tutorial part now. So last time, after Iceberg Zone, we come back, we're right here, and we're done. So once Philip's done talking about this hot air balloon, just go ahead and straight dash towards Ponytalk. And we're going to talk to Ponytalk twice to get 2 dash upgrades. So normally you would have like 1,405 berries at this point on a normal run. Maybe a little bit more if you got a red berry. This run I'm going to have a little bit extra just because I got an extra friend and an extra red berry and stuff like that. See, okay, that right there, when Ponytail's done talking, don't keep mashing 2, because if you do, you'll jump and you lose a second. You want to walk forward and then talk, or just wait. So I'm going to be left with way over what I normally have, but normally you'd have like 55 to 85 berries usually at this point when you're done with these 2 dash upgrades. What do you do? Okay, just really quick, for reference, Primate teaches and upgrades Iron Tail, Bibarel upgrades your HP, Ponyta upgrades your dash, and Electabuzz upgrades your Thunderbolt. You can view these anytime with Pikachu stats. So once you have your 2 upgrades, you want to turn down right and over here towards Springdust, and thank God we can run much faster now. So he'll open up the gate, and we can move on towards the Cavern Zone. Hold up left, and just dash right on in. So this is your cavernous area, or your cave type location within the game. Nice Golbat. So just dash on right on forward, don't need to touch the D-pad here. Mr. Mime's going to complain to you about missing a rail. This is a giant waste of time. So hold right and just keep on dashing down the right hand path. Eventually you'll get stopped by this little shit known as Mawile. This is the worst character and you will learn why shortly. Just for now, mash through the text. Keep on going and then turn left over here before the long curve. Here, there are more berries in those boxes. I don't recommend getting those because there's better berry options later. So just keep running all the way down here towards Aeron, who wants some iron ore to eat, which is conveniently in the box next to him. However, Aeron doesn't pay attention as much as Munchlax does. You can hold upright and hit the box, by the way. And he'll walk away, and sometimes he'll walk really far away, sometimes he'll be like right here, but this time he's way the hell over here. Not too bad though, I've had worse. So now you need to go talk to Mawile. Now Mawile can be close, but 99% of the time she never will be. And she can either be, she could start like right here, but most of the time she's way down there where you can see her right now, or she's on the curve of the minecart tracks. So she sucks a lot for that reason alone. But what's even worse is to get the information that you need to get from her, you have to beat her in a chase. Now, this chase wouldn't be that bad because she's pretty slow. If the fact is that the jaws on the back of her head have a giant hitbox and will knock you back. And it's really hard to avoid them. So if you're lucky, you can just kind of go around them like that, and you won't get bopped. And I recommend when chasing Mawile, you try and hit her on her left side because the bounce cycle between like when she's taking steps, her jaws will like mostly be on the right side and then in the middle. I'm just gonna beat her up just because I'm taking out my frustrations on her. There she's crying. That's another emotion that you can show. It usually doesn't come up. She'll just complain. But usually what happens is Pikachu will auto-target the closest hitbox to him, which is the jaws, and then he'll get knocked back, and then you just have to keep trying until you win. I just luckily got it first try, and that was a little bit of skill too. But once you chase down Mawile, you have to run all the way back over here and talk to Doug Trio, who will tell you that the rails are actually somewhere else. So now you want to come over here and break open this box, and this unlocks Magnemite. And then run through this little area, and you're looking for Magnemite and Cranidos. So there's a couple of Cranioses around, and just one Magnemite. You want not to talk to Chimchar. No, 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 no. I want to talk to Magnemite. Just talk to Magnemite and they'll become your friend. Easy as that. I believe there are 3 Cranidos around for you to talk to. They all do the same things, just they have different text. I believe this one is the fastest one because it has the list text boxes. Even though he's a rock type, you can still do the T-bolt combo on him just fine. That was a little bad of a dash. Just like that. So once you got those two, you want to keep going over here towards Marowak, which is this is the berry storage. And cut that sign right there on the inside. So Marowak won't believe you and you have to defeat him in a battle. Now Marowak is also part ground type, so you can't use your Thunderbolt on him. So what I recommend is you can do one of two things. You can get really close to him, or you can stand far back. Here, I'll stand far back just for this one. He'll throw a boomerang, which you jump over, and then you just catch him. But what I recommend is getting up really close to him to make him dash at you, and then he'll hit a box, and then that'll make his attack stop a lot sooner, which can save you some time in some scenarios. So you have to mix and match sometimes. Usually though, the box idea is faster, even when he takes the right hand path instead of the left hand, because he has usually two patterns he'll take. So once you're done with him, start dashing over to this box right here on the right hand side, and this will pop out a Diglett. So under the Sleeping Snorlax. So you want to jump over Diglett. If you still need more berries, I believe this would be your 70th berry if you've been doing this route. Or no, this would be your 50th berry if you keep getting green berries right here. Otherwise, you can just jump past this box, turn right, and this box right here with better movement, you want to break this open and get this big berry. You want to carry this all the way down to Snorlax. Now you can fall off this, and like right here, so you can Thunderbolt him without having to talk to him, but then you have to run around and get your Big Berry. What I normally do is I just walk up to him, I talk to him with the Big Berry. He'll not want to move, so you have to Thunderbolt him, and then because it'll teleport you to this side where you talk to him from. And then what I normally do is I just throw the berry towards my top left and I Thunderbolt him. And then and then he'll say, hey, bring me a big berry. And then I'll just pick this up again and talk to him. What you can do though is this method where you drop it off the edge of the bridge right here. And then you just Thunderbolt him. And then he'll complain, say, give me a big berry. And then you can run over here and pick it up and give it back to him. They're about the same time. I haven't timed it perfectly yet, but I think they're about the same time. So in my opinion, my method is a little bit easier to do, just because you're not having to run around. But either way works. You just need to talk to him, Thunderbolt, talk to him with the berry, or you can just Thunderbolt and then give the berry to him with some extra movement. It probably is a little bit faster to do the drop-off method by like maybe a second, maybe 2. It's just a little bit more difficult that way. And it can offer for more mistakes with movement. So once you've done that, he'll move, you get the hot spring back, you get the rail. Hooray, Vampy and Raichu are now in the zone. You want to turn behind you and then get to the rail. That's a little bit difficult, but with practice, just turn right around, dash, and you'll get it. So now you have to take this all the way back to Mr. Mime. On the way, if you really need to, you can pick up Torchic and Raichu. I usually recommend waiting though, just because Torchic has 7 extra text boxes and Raichu has a couple. On your way though, you want to check the drift and stop. Try not to throw down your rail, but just check the drift and stop and keep moving. You are going to need to friend Raichu and Torchic, but again, I recommend doing it after, as it wastes time doing it before you drop off the rail. But the choice is yours. Maybe starting off, I would recommend getting Torchic early as soon as you see it, because Torchic has a really bad draw distance, or render distance rather. And he's really small, so it's hard to see him sometimes. But yes, there's nothing to make this faster. You just have to walk this all the way back to Mr. Mime. And this still isn't even the worst fetch quest in the game. Haunted Zone exists. So, finally you this all the way back to Mr. Mime. And then you want to hold down right after 2 text boxes and dash over here towards Gibble. Gibble's part ground type, so you can't Thunderbolt him, but it's not a problem. So you're going to have to do 3 dashes. And the strat for this is, first dash, just run into him, but you want to get really close to him. And then right as he starts his Dragon Death attack, right there, just sidestep and dash into him again. And now, when you're up against the wall like this, just go away from the wall and he still won't hit you, as long as you time your movement right. So before we can move on to the next zone, we still have some things to finish up. We need to friend a couple of Pokemon and play an attraction. So come on down here and turn left at the first left that you can do without going towards Gibble. And now we're going to look for the Pokemon that I mentioned earlier, which one of is right here, Raichu. Raichu's a chase, just chase him down. Pretty simple. What's nice about Raichu is that his tail has a huge extended hitbox, so you can run into that as well. Raichu's pretty fast, but with our dash upgrades, it's not too bad now. The 47's a pretty good time. So we're gonna come down here, and then we're gonna need to talk to Drifblim, but not go anywhere. And this, the amount of times we've used Drifblim will allow us to become their friend and travel at a discounted rate of 10 berries now. So we want to quit out without going anywhere. And this is just to get our friend count up. We're going to come inside the berry storage as well and talk to Piglet. And this will become our friend. And last but not least, we just need Torchic, where the hell Torchic is. Right here, luckily. And it's just a simple battle. And the reason we have to do all of this is because we need exactly 50 friends before being allowed to play the next attraction, which is to my left. See that right there? Sometimes you'll accidentally tap the D-pad and then you'll get a sidestep when you don't want that. It's pretty touchy. So now that we have 50 friends, I take 51, we can play Bastiodon's Block Barrage. If he won't let you play, that means you need 50 friends, so you might be missing a friend at this point. You can always check your friend count by opening the park pad with plus. So we're going to play this with Pikachu. We do need 4,000 points, and it doesn't really matter which Pokemon you play as. It's just the better Pokemon you get, the higher their bonus is. So with Pikachu, he has a goal of 2,500, but a bonus of 4,000, which is just the best to do. Or vice versa, he has a bonus of 2,500 and a goal of 4,000. So this game is a lot just like ping pong. If you hit 2, you'll power shot the ball and Bastiodon will block it. And every time you hit the board, the number will go up sequentially by 1. The points on the board are multiplied by 100 or 200 if you power shot it. And the idea is you want to just keep hitting the same board over and over so you can get points faster. So you like that. And then if you're lucky, you can hit a double board and you get points at the same time. See, Doug Trios can be annoying because they'll block your shots on the reverse and on the front. But yeah, you just have to get through your 3 lives with the points needed. It's a little bit of extra pointage there, but it takes a bit of skill to always hit the same board and get enough points at the same time. But once you're done with that, you can move on. So turn right, come over here, and then just keep on dashing down towards the exit. One final thing to do before leaving the Cavern Zone is you do need to talk to Doug Trio, as they will become your friend for free at this point. So now you can check this minecart, and then just go towards the lava zone. And that's about it for the Cavern Zone. Pretty simple, pretty tough. Again, this game is really easy to get into. It's just getting good at it can be really tough initially, because you just have to remember a lot of things in this game. I'm just gonna watch this opening cinematic, and then we'll cut the part here for this time. So initially, you get this Hitmontop thing, and you have to talk and talk and talk and talk. Okay. Yeah, that should say 52, but I got an extra friend, which was Pidgeotto, so. Alright, so that was the Cavern Zone. Coming up next is the Lava Zone, which is technically wrong. This is Magma. And the game even mentions that, but they call it the Lava Zone for whatever reason. But yeah, thanks for watching, and until then, we'll see you next time.